Go further with the American Express Business Gold Card. Earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels when you book through AmexTravel.com. Whether your destination is a business conference or a client meeting, your purchases will help you earn more points for future trips. Experience more on your travels with Amex Business Gold. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Brutally Delicious Podcast. My name is Joel. I'm here to talk to you about the new album by German dark metal band Nachtblut. Their latest release, Todschick, came out over the weekend. I was unfamiliar with the band before this, which isn't typically an important detail, but as it turns out, it was a good reminder that it's a great feeling discovering an artist with a healthy back catalog. Their label Napalm Records touts them as Germany's dark metal pioneers, and it doesn't take long to figure out why they have such a good reputation. Todschick is an extremely entertaining album, even if slightly unbalanced. There are a couple of missteps, skippable tracks in other words, but I don't think that they take away from the total impact of the record. The production is slick all the way through. It's polished. It's surprisingly, the prominent use of keyboards doesn't get in the way. It doesn't sound artificial, partially because some of those synthesizers they sound like organs, which is a cool sound. There's a real organic feel to the music, with choruses enjoying the same kind of sing-along quality of Rammstein, though the German vocals certainly don't hurt that comparison. Track 3 was a standout from the start. That translates as Night Consecrated. Really great track, but it's The Lives of Others, which is track 4, that really takes the cake. It's a slower tune, a bit on the melodramatic side, but man, it's just wonderful. The orchestration on this track is just phenomenal. It's like Ennio Morricone scoring a spaghetti western, but instead of Clint Eastwood, you've got a corpse-painted vocalist growling in German at you. It sounds kind of funny when I describe it like that, but the song itself is anything but comical. It's actually quite heartbreaking, really. The lyrics tell a story or sort of a narrative of isolation and envy. The repeated phrase, forgive me here, but "Nur ich nicht" translates to "only I don't." It's sort of a refrain, but it really emphasizes the vocalist's sort of sense of exclusion, maybe, or maybe that was his intended vibe, or the way the band wanted it to sound. Sort of isolated. You can hear it through the sound of the man's voice, even without understanding the words. The emotion and the vocals combined with the almost cinematic orchestration creates a really haunting and powerful listening experience. It's a track that really stuck with me. And the album's closer translates to Faster Than Death. It's a total triumph. There's the return of that Western-inspired sound, and big time in this one. There's even sampled horse hooves, galloping. It's just fantastic. It's the kind of closing track that makes you want to immediately go back and listen to the whole album again, which is, that's the hallmark of every great closing track. So after a few listens to Todschick, I remain impressed. I explored Nachtblut's back catalog in between listens of the new album, and their musical evolution is pretty fascinating. They've definitely carved out a unique space for themselves. And Todschick, it might not be a perfect album, but it's a good introduction to the band's music. If you're looking for something that's dark and creative and honest and a little bit different, I do recommend checking it out. So, give it a listen. Let us know what you think of Nachtblut. All right, that's it for me. We will see you soon. Everybody take care.
This is the story of Whitney Houston,
This is the story of Kurt Cobain,
of George Michael, of Otis Redding, of Amy Winehouse, of Michael Hutchence, Bob Marley. This is the story of Prince,
It's a new podcast series.
about how they died, why they died, and why we're still talking about them so long after.
It's like nothing you've ever heard before.
It's storytelling.
But it's more than that, because rock stars,
They tell us how we feel. They change our mood,
they change the clothes we wear, the people we hang out with.
the way we remember things.
It's them who give us those ludicrous moments, the ones where you...
Jumping around, singing your heart out, feeling understood.
And it's those moments we'll help you remember, the ones you're thinking about right now.
That feeling
That feeling.
is coming soon from Crowd Network.
Just search for Death of a Rock Star on your podcast app.
And subscribe now.